Hello out there, YouTube land. What I wanted to show you is my version of 11-meter hi-fi setup using the iPad mini and irig pre, which is irig preamp. A lot of people online explain this, and some people show you how to do it, not many. I got my start from watching a couple of Stickman videos, and some of the stuff, he explains it pretty good, but I'm using a different software than he uses, and also I'll try to explain a little better on exactly how things work, and things I think worked a little different for me, but I'll try to explain it the best I can in the short amount of time as it takes. I don't want to make this too long, in other words. But to start with, I used a LSM-3 Dynamicrophone, and got it off of eBay. Actually, I think it was $29, but and it seems to be a pretty good mic. But you can, most places they're under $100. I found this one for $29. After I bought this one, I seen it online another place for $24, all of it free shipping. Anyway, that's the microphone I'm using, and it's right there. Got the no, that's not my wife's underwear. It's a sock, and I cut it off to keep the noise, the heavy breathing that I do when I talk down, and just get it covered anyway. A slobber cover, that's what I'll call it. Anyway, I got that, and I ran it up. It ran down the boom there, and the cable back there, and it plugs into the irig right there. That wire right there that's running out of the irig, I don't try to hold this as still as I can. This wire here, it runs up under the radio, and it comes up, and I got it plugged. I used it for a ground. For some reason, I had to ground, when I grounded my system through the D104 stand, it wanted to squeal, so I grounded it right there, which this is grounded to a earth ground going to the wall back there. Anyway, I had to ground it because I was getting a squeal. Let me get this out of the way. But that's a piece of speaker wire, and I just kind of wedged it in between. I didn't. It's not tied up to the metal or anything. That's the microphone plug right here. I just wedged it in there, and that did the job. The other part is the part on the irig that comes that you plug into the little headphone jack. I used just a regular double pin, or not a double pin, but a double connection. But I'm only using the tip of the pin right there, the very tip. Let me get this plugged in, back in. Of course, this part here runs out and plugs into the iPad mini. And then it runs, my wire runs from there. I got it threaded through the microphone cord, and I ran it into the bottom of the D104, and it's hooked. I got hair. I don't even have no animals. Looks like animal hair. But I run it into the audio pin. I took the battery out. Don't have a battery in there. But all that's still functional. I just wired it straight. It's just going in where the audio wire is in the bottom of the D104. And I use that to take the head off, and I use that for my key, which I'll show you in just a second. On the iPad mini, the people I've seen using this on the 11-meter/CB use, a lot of those people use stomp box, and I seen the vocal live on here. I decided to give that a try. To me, it looked a whole lot simpler, and I'm liking so far the sound I'm getting. So I'm pretty happy. Later on, I might try the stomp box. Just looked like too many. I'm not in that. I'm not into rack systems and all that, and the mixers and all that. So this to me was a little bit simpler. I'm not going to show you a whole lot about this. If you're going to go the route I did, just get it. They got a free version, and they got which I'll show you. They got the free version, which is right here. Vocal Live, I'll open it up for you. That's the free version of Vocal Live. I started out with that. And it sounded pretty good. I mean, I was almost content with that. The only thing is, there's a couple of free racks. These are the different racks right here. Rack 1 for the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your racks come in here. It's got reverb on it. I'm not using this one at the current time, but I did have it on there. I started out using that. And and it's got some presets over here. You have to, like I said, get the software and try it for yourself, the free version, and see if you're gonna see if you're gonna like that. If not, you can use a stomp box, which other people use, which I've never used, but in the future I may try. But what I used is I went ahead and bought the 1995, the Vocal Live, the pay version. That allows you, like you see right here, you add more racks, pair equalizer, reverb, delay, whatever you want, And it's got you got a little drop down box here. Like I can add one more, but I'm happy right there with what I got. You can add different ones if I wanted to throw a compressor in there. I don't know how good this is showing up. If I want to throw a compressor in there, I can throw that in there, and you can turn it on and off right there. I can turn all these off. But then you got a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through all this stuff. I'm just gonna give you a basic idea of what it is. It's got a menu, or you can check your, different things. There's the settings. It shows your, let me cut this irig on, and I'll show you. It gives you a little readout right there. If it works, let's see. There we go. See, I got looks like one of my channels is more than the other. But anyway. But that's in the menu. You can take them out, put them back in the different racks. You have presets down here, which is the banks are right here. There's actually 10 banks. You have 4 presets, which has to be 40. That's way more than you ever use. You have ways of importing audio sounds or music or whatever in on this, and it's kind of crazy. I've not really learned everything so far, but I'm gonna give you just a short demonstration on what it sounds like through my talkback speaker on this Cobra 29. Another thing is, on mine setup, when I set everything up, I've got my dynamic all the way off. I don't know how it's getting through the radio with that all the way off, because I'm going in right there at the mic jack. See, my wire right there feeds out of the headphone jack, comes out, and I got it laced through there, and it's going into the bottom. So how I'm getting audio through there, I'll never know, but it works, and you'll hear it in just a second. Very brief. I'm just about done with this video, so I'm gonna give you a brief demonstration on how it sounds. I got 2 presets on here. I'm gonna let you hear this preset, and I'll let you hear the other one, and I'm gonna be done. And I hope this helps anybody that's trying to do this. I had a few little issues. The grounding, need to make sure you got everything grounded good. That has a big part. And use ferrites on a lot of your wire if you want to. So far, I've been lucky, and I got this right now hooked up to a little modulator. It does about 25 watts. This radio stock. I actually put a MOSFET in it. I took the 2078 and put a MOSFET in it, and actually it really didn't increase but a couple of watts on my swing and everything else. But it took my dead key down lower, which is what I wanted, and it's doing about the same amount. It's doing about 12, 15 watts, but then I run that little modulator into it, so I'm getting about, if I turn it up to 2 or 3 watts, I'm getting a little over 20 watts swing, and that's all I need. And when I run other stuff, I'm not having an issue with any kind of squealing or feedback. I can run multiple amps behind it, and it does fine. But anyway, I'm going to give you a brief demonstration on how it sounds, and then I'm going to be done. But like I said, I'm going to be running through my talkback. I got the irig powered up. Let's see. I'm on the bowl channel. Let me turn this squelch it out a little bit. Somebody, I don't know who that is. Good gracious. I hope he ain't trying to make a career out of that singing, but it won't too bad. But I don't know. I can't sing either. But here we go. Okay, I use my the D104 to key up the microphone. No head, and this is what it's running through right here. I'm on a 20 watt scale. Like I said, I got that modulator running a couple watts. You can get, the way I've got it, there's an adjustment on the side, a gain control on the side of this thing. You can increase or decrease your gain. You kind of help you fine tune everything a little bit, because you can't turn this up at all. This is completely off. Like I said, you're fixing to see, and this radio's out. It's not been bypassed in the radio or nothing. When I plug a regular microphone up to it, if you got it like this, you're not going to talk through it. But for some reason, this goes right through it, no problem. If somebody knows, leave me a comment why it does that. I don't know, but it works, and it works good. I'll just let you hear the talk back, and I've had a lot of good reports on it. I've actually wrote off in my I've had somebody talk on it, and they say it's, and I think it sounds fine. And it was surprising how fast I got it. How easy it was with this software. Check your this is an iPad mini. Check your iPads, because some of the older versions won't accept the Stomp Box or this Vocal Live software. So make sure your iPad is, if it's a newer one, you won't have no problem. But if it's an older one from several years ago, you might need to upgrade. But anyway, here we go. Okay, I'll key that down. Okay, I don't know how. I'm gonna try to get this camera. Try to get the camera over there close to the over to the speaker where you don't actually hear me talking. But that's it, right about there. Let me try. I'm gonna try another patch. I'm gonna try one of the other patches and let you hear that. I'm gonna go with patch 2, which puts I basically got just about the same stuff in there. It's just a different sound. I've actually not even heard this sound over the airway. I've heard it through the talkback, but it adds a little bit to it, and I'll let you hear it right about there. I guess it throws in a lot of reverb and everything else. Maybe you can hear that. Maybe you can't. But I like the number 1 sound a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I like that one right there. That's pretty good. I'm probably just a couple inches from the look at the I'm a couple inches. I get a little bit closer. I'm about 1 inch from the mic. You see, I got about a 2.5 watt dead key, and I give plenty of swing. Hello. 1, 2, 3. But that's let me get off this key. But that's it. That's just about it. I just wanted to give y'all a little short, which ended up to be longer than I wanted to be, video on on how I did my audio setup, hi-fi audio setup, 11 meter CB / whatever. But I hope this helps somebody. It's not that hard if you want to do it. iRig's about 49. I think I paid $34 for mine. Well, of course, if you got to buy the iPad, you're gonna spend $2.99 or whatever you buy, or you could buy one, find one on Craigslist or eBay or whatever. I ain't gonna go through all that, but anyway, microphone, which that microphone is I feel like it was a relatively cheap microphone. I think 29. I paid 29 or 24 free shipping, and that's it. I mean, that's all I know to tell you. Hope this helped some people out, and I will catch you later. MM555NC. I'm gone. Bye bye.